Guys, what's up? So today I decided I wanted to film a video for Mental Health Awareness Month. I know it's the end of May and I've been meaning to do this for a couple weeks now, but I'm just now having time to do it, and plus it's never really a bad time to talk about mental health. So today I thought I would just kind of briefly tell you guys my story and my journey as far as like mental health goes. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm actually more nervous than I thought I would be filming this video. I'm just gonna dive right into the story. Yeah, so sorry if it gets really deep really quickly, but I feel like mental health conversations tend to do that. So I'm just gonna stop rambling now. So back in 2007, I watched a friend who I did Girl Scouts with get hit by a car. It was very sad, and I don't mean to sound so like detached from the situation. I've just told the story so many times that like it just kind of is words coming out of my mouth with very little emotion. But we'll kind of get into that in a second. So yeah, that was my first experience with grief. I didn't really understand what was going on because I was so young. And that's kind of something that still sticks with me today. My sophomore year of high school, so about 4 or 5 years ago, I was dealing with a different loss actually, and I went to my school counselor and she referred me to go talk to a social worker, and that seemed to help. And during the first like initial assessment, we were just kind of talking. She was getting to know me, getting to know my life and what I've been through up until that point. And the topic of losing my friend who got hit by a car came up, and she told me that I have been struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder, for those who don't know, I can insert like the definition somewhere on the screen. You can also check out my blog post down below. I did talk a little more in depth about like PTSD, what it is, how I found out about it. But yeah, so it's really hard to talk about because no one really experiences it. Unlike anxiety or depression, which is more common, PTSD is more like, a lot of people associate post-traumatic stress disorder with people who have fought in war or those who have like witnessed violent acts or suffered abuse or were raped. And so that's something that I have never been through, but I do have post-traumatic stress disorder. And so it was really interesting to kind of sit and talk with her every week, every other week about this and what it is and how to cope with it. The coping methods definitely have helped me, and they're definitely something I use a lot. So fast forward 3 years, first year of college. So that was like last year. So beginning of the school year last year, I was doing great. I was slowly starting to adjust to college, and about 3 weeks in, I lost my pastor from my church to cancer. I've known him my entire life. He served at our church for 41 years. And I just found myself feeling really alone. I was down in Kalamazoo by myself, and all of my family and friends were up here in Grand Rapids area, which is where I'm from, where I live currently. And so I didn't know what to do. I knew I needed someone to talk to, but I didn't want to scare off my friends that I had just made by telling them about this like huge life event that happened and how much of a hot mess I was. So I went to the counseling services, I guess you could say. I don't really know what the technical term for them was. But anyways, there was like a health building on our campus, and the second floor was like mental health related. And so I talked to a counselor there, and he told me that I was experiencing anxiety, and that is something that I knew about and something I was more familiar with. And then I was doing some like online research, talking to my friend Amanda about like everything that was going on, and I decided that high functioning anxiety was a more accurate term for how I've felt for a while. For me, high functioning anxiety is constantly needing to be in control and constantly needing to stay busy, whether it be writing out everything in my planner or filling empty space in my day with things to do to keep my hands busy so I'm not thinking about other stuff too much. But yeah, I still struggle with anxiety, but again, I've learned coping mechanisms and those seem to help. I also really highly recommend anyone who is going through something with mental health that they talk to someone, whether it be their friend who can relate to them, whether it be a counselor or a trusted adult. There are people in your life that care so much about you and want to see you healthy and happy. And although mental health has this negative stigma attached to it, you still need to treat it because it can be just as serious as your physical health. So yeah, that's my little story about my journey with mental health so far. I hope this helps someone. I hope that you can relate to this in some way. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. I'll also leave my social media below if you have questions, or just I'm here if you want to talk. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Ashley Logan Church, cum laude. Isaac Aaron Church. Cum Rafi Chutamsatid.
If people would stop walking in front of
Bim Kumar Chuan.
There she is.
Cody Michael Clark.